In Custom Seas, you can access many powerful tools that allow you to create your own unique Sea of Thieves experiences. If you're keen to set sail and explore this new world of possibility, we're here to tell you what you need to know before diving in. When you choose to create your own custom game, your first step is deciding which preset you want to play with. If you want to get going quickly, you could choose one of the presets we've created, with options like Adventure, where the world will behave just as if you were playing regular adventure mode. Or Competitive Pirates, which quickly sets up a scored mode, perfect for crew versus crew battles. However, if you want to dig into all of the controls at your disposal, you need to create your own preset. It's here that you can explore the session switches, where you'll have control over everything from friendly fire and weapon overrides, which creatures are able to emerge when you explore the Sea of Thieves, to options for custom scoring and time limits. You can save your own combination of session switches as a new preset and even give it a special name. Keep it classy though. Once you've chosen your preset, you're ready to set sail and explore your own customized Sea of Thieves. And it's here that you'll discover that you have even more tools at your fingertips. With the Quick Command menu, you have access to several abilities, including Quick Sail, which makes it much easier to maneuver your ship and get it exactly where you want it. You can also fly, so getting around islands is a breeze. And you can enter the free camera mode, where you'll have expanded movement and visual options to get the perfect shot. With the full command menu, you have access to even more options, like fast travel, the ability to trigger world events, and the option to spawn treasure and creatures. You can add your favourite treasures and creatures to the spawn radial, which is accessible through the quick command menu, making it ideal for spawning things quickly. Now, you can dive into the worlds you've created on your own. However, if you want to bring some friends along, you can invite up to another 23 players to join you. In the session overview screen, you can invite friends by selecting them from your friends list, or you can share a code that they can enter to join your session. Once everyone has joined, you can then sort them into crews and choose which type of ship they'll set sail with. You can also change each player's role, as well as overall session permissions, which lets you customize who can access features like the commands menu, the ability to manage ships and crews, who can access the free camera mode, and more. With the basics under our belt, let's look at how we'd set up a couple of simple examples. Say you wanted to play Cold Steel, a scored free-for-all deathmatch where every player can only use their cutlass and throwing knives. In the Session Switches player menu, let's set infinite ammo to on, so that we can lob as many throwing knives as we want. Make sure that friendly fire is on. We're going to keep everyone on the same crew for this one. Let's enable override loadout, and then set the primary weapon to cutlass, and the secondary weapon to throwing knives. This means that all players will start with these weapons. Then in the scoring menu, we need to set custom scoring to on. Then let's set the score limit to 10,000. This means that the first pirate to reach 10,000 points wins the match. We want the scoring method to be set to player, so that each player gets to rack up their own points. And in the scoring events menu, set defeat crewmate to 500. That means that each kill is worth 500 points, so a player would need 20 kills to win the game. With these options selected, save your preset, gather your players, and then let battle commence. The first player to reach 10,000 points will be victorious, so sharpen your cutlass, steady your aim, and get stuck in. Say you want to capture an explosive sequence from multiple cinematic perspectives. In a new preset, set up the player and session permissions so that everyone has access to the free camera mode. In the Session Switches menu, let's turn off all emergent creatures and animals, as well as all world events, and let's get rid of the storm too. We don't want them getting in the way of the action. Then let's save our preset and set sail. We want this sequence to go off with a bang, so we're going to spawn lots of gunpowder barrels. To do this quickly, let's open the command menu, go to Spawn Treasures, and then find the gunpowder barrels. From there, we can add them to the spawn radial. Now we're able to spawn these really quickly, so let's lay out what we need for the shot. With the barrels in place, it's time to frame the action with the free camera mode. Everyone in the crew can find their own perspective on the action, changing their field of view to zoom in and out on the fly. If you've accidentally left your pirate in the shot, you can easily turn them invisible using the camera settings menu. And just like that, they're gone. So, I think we're ready. Action! Custom Seas is a space where you have the freedom to play the way that you want to. Whether that's flexing your creativity, sharpening your skills, hanging out with your friends, crafting a cinematic moment, or just messing around and doing something you've never had the chance to do before. Now that you know the basics of Custom Seas, it's time to dive in, get creative, and make your own unique Sea of Thieves experiences.